See this little curly thing that comes out?
Yeah.
That's called a garlic scape. It's this little thing, and you have to snip it off or bust it off, but you can eat it. It's
why do you have to take it off though?
Because like the plant puts all its energy in it. Just eat that. It's kind of like got the texture of a green bean, but tastes like garlic.
Do you actually eat it or just chew it up?
You eat it.
Huh. It's pretty strong stuff.
You can stir fry it or something. So here we have this head.
I like that.
Not a bad head of garlic.
Homegrown garlic.
So now what you do?
My mouth is burning.
It's good though. Come on, don't be a whiner, boy. So, and see, here's our broccoli is really badly being eaten by I think the damn deer have gotten at this one. Yeah. They have. Oh,
something's eating them up. And then you got just rows of onions down there, right?
Yeah, we got to put. I don't have any electric fence around this year, and the deer are getting it. We got a pepper, so a couple of peppers.
I saw that growing along.
That's kind of good.
Every plant has a pepper on it.
Yeah, a few tomatoes. Darn it, though, the deer are like going to eat us out of house and home here.
This is an excellent tour. Oh, you got a good view of the whole house from this
an
side over
electric
here.
fence line. Yeah, see, we got the rusty metal roofing. And
now the original part was that whitish area in the middle, right?
No, the original part was the one on the far left with the steepest roof. That was our little original hippie house with those 3 windows. And
okay. And it's one room, right?
One room, yeah. We lived in that one room for like a couple of years. And then we added on that other little part.
Mm-hmm. That's when I first came to visit.
Yeah, that was when Cedric was a baby. We lived there for a couple of years. And then around the time Roz was born, we added on the third part.
Yeah.
Actually, just before Roz was born.
And that's the part that was building when I was here.
Right. So Roz had a relatively easy life. Like, she always had a toilet and stuff. And whereas Cedric didn't.
Okay, this is sharp.
Was I telling you, though, it's interesting. Cedric was, damn it, these deer are driving me nuts. Cedric used to complain because he would have to go out to the outhouse at night with a candle and stuff, and he used to complain bitterly about it in the winter, when he was like 5, and I remember telling him, I said, when you're older, this would be a great story, and now he lives in Brooklyn, and he said to me a while ago, he said, you were really right about that. He said, like, I tell people now about, living here and like going out to the outhouse with a candle at night, and people go,
it is a story.
You did what? Really? No. And he said, yeah, we had a hand pump for our water, and
this is good. Okay. And then how does the water pressure get to the shower right now? Because there was a time when you had a bladder system that was pushing it.
Yeah, no, it's basically just the same as you'd have in any regular, rural house with a, non-public water system house with there's a, when you turn on the water faucet, this pressure switch makes the water pump go on, and it pumps it into this tank that's then pressurized, and then when the tank is pressurized, the thing goes off.
But it's not a gravity feed.
No.
It doesn't have to be in the attic.
No.
Like
It just the way it works is there's a big tank, and the pump pumps water into the tank, and this cushion of air in the top of the tank kind of gets compressed.
Okay.
And then when it gets to a certain pressure, the pump switches off. And then when you turn on the faucet, the water gets forced out by the air. And once the pressure is dropped to a certain point, the pump goes on again and repressurizes it.
And how long does it have to heat up? You must have some part of it get heated so you can get hot water.
For heat, there's a demand heater. It just kind of goes on.
If I took a 15-minute shower, would it run out?
No, it would never run out unless we ran out of gas. You just run the shower. There's a demand heater that there's a flame kind of goes on, heats the water as it's coming through. Although in the wintertime it gets heated by the wood stove. There's this coils that go through there that the fire kind of heats it up.
Sharp. You got any other clever Vermont outdoors things that you can
kind of panning
explain? Yeah, I'm a movie maker.
Here's our pile of compost.
And good job.
Our little compost sifting device.
Yeah.
We have our tools, and I could show you all my bicycles in the shed, but
How many bikes do you think you have?
I think I have 7 bikes now.
Okay.
Which is a normal amount in my view.
Okay.
So now the garlic here. Now ordinarily you pull it up and you hang it up with the whole stem on it, the whole leaves on it to dry. But last year I think we harvested it too late because a lot of it just got moldy and didn't dry at all. So I'm planning to harvest it sooner this year because I don't want to. We had to throw. Actually, the garlic we harvested last year, we only had enough for seed. We didn't even really get to eat that much of it. The stuff that was good enough to keep, I just planted. So That's
Maybe
probably,
it works out
I'm
this year.
self-sufficient in garlic as long as I don't eat any. I always, I always grow enough to plant for the next year.
This has been good. I would go inside, but I think it's too dark in there.
It
And
is.
the real story is outside, I think. This
It's
is
true,
a
yeah.
real
Here's
nice picture of the
Here's
place.
the log that Mark and Sam Bromley and I carried here to
Brought it here.
to demarcate.
It isn't hardwood though.
No, it's a fir log, I think, to demarcate the lower edge of our raised beds here. Yeah, this is.
Okay.
I'm proud of these raised beds, which were.
I see. It's a little
established
complicated. Let me
with
take a final parting shot of the garden setup
great
here.
labor. The onions are looking good. The peas, as you see, are like this lush wilderness of peas.
There. This shows really well how they're set up like that.
Oh yeah.
I think we could benefit from that.
See,
At least it makes it easier to weed.
Well, the good thing about raised beds is that they're easy to weed, and the grass doesn't creep into them, because it can't get in. And since the great thing is since you're never walking on it, it's always
Correct. Yeah.
the soil never gets compacted.
This is cool. Okay, have we seen everything?
Yeah, that's
We got the whole story.
All right.
So I can click her off.